Morning, another beautiful day in God's kingdom. Today we're jumping into the book of Genesis again, and we're looking at chapter 29. Let's see what the Bible says as we get into the story from at this point. So from verse 9 it says, Jacob was still talking with them when Rachel arrived with her father's flock, for she was a shepherd. And because Rachel was his cousin, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and because the sheep and goats belonged to his uncle Laban, Jacob went over to the well and moved the stone from its mouth and watered his uncle's flock. And then he goes ahead and introduces himself to his cousin Rachel. And so Rachel goes quickly back to the house to tell her father. And the Bible says, as soon as Laban heard that his nephew Jacob had arrived, he ran out to meet him. He embraced and kissed Jacob and brought him home. And when Jacob had told his story, Laban exclaimed, "You really are my own flesh and blood." And as you look at this story, you can't help but draw parallels, between this and the story that had happened years earlier when Abraham's servant had come to look for a bride for Isaac, and he had come to this same place and had found a bride. He had found Rebecca, who ultimately became Jacob's mom. And so we see here that, God has no problem about getting the things that he wants done. Or we are the ones that worry and trouble ourselves. How is it going to happen? How am I going to know? How am I going to find these people? How am I going to find this thing? How am I going to get this done? God has no problem. He's got a trillion and one angels out there to direct us, to lead us, to show us the path. So all we need to do is trust in him. Trust in him. And when we trust in him and we rest in his care, then it's easy for the Lord to carry us, direct us, guide us in the way that we should go. And then we find ourselves in the right place, at the right time, doing the right things with the right people, just as Jacob did in this story. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.